Howdy y'all, welcome to episode 28 of my Let's Play series, and I am Ragaras. And of course we are playing the Direwolf 20 pack. Want to apologize about that. I said in my last video that I was going to try to stream and do the Ultimate Pack over the weekend, and it just never happened. And I'm going to tell you why. Nothing but trouble with the Ultimate Pack. I don't know if it's Optifine or what the deal is, but every world, including newly generated worlds, I'm getting all kinds of server can't keep up, did the date change, and pipe missing or failed to initialize, did you remove a mod, and then there's another one that I get with newly generated where it says, trying to process packets or something moved too slow, and it'll just spam my console and weird graphical glitches. And I mean, I really did try to get it working. I think the furthest along that I got before I just had enough was in a new world. I actually got up to the point where I had got some decent power generation going. I had made a jetpack, was doing pretty good, and I thought, okay, great. And then I look at my console, and it is just spammed so far up I can't even get to the top with error messages. And I'm just like, well, hell, I'm not gonna play with just constant errors. It just makes me nervous. And then on top of that, we had a power glitch in the area where I live yesterday, and just for like a minute or two, it just shut the power off to the entire area. I guess they were resetting something, and of course there's no notice, and I don't have a battery backup. I really have got to get one of those. And I was making something. I can't remember what I was making. I was making something, and when the power crashed, and when I came back on, NEI was all screwed up, and it just kept crashing, and I did finally get back in, but I said, what? Screw this, man. This is just too much of a headache to deal with, and so I didn't want to stream with that, and I'm hard-headed, so I didn't want to give up prematurely, because I kept thinking, well, this next thing will do it. This next thing will fix it for me, and we'll be good to go. And that just never happened. Never happened. So I'll keep messing with it, but yeah, it's not going to be anytime real soon. But so we're just going to continue in this world. Well, I had planned to continue in this world anyways. And if I do some streaming, you said do. If I do any streaming, it will probably be in this world, and you can just look for me there. Again, it'll be at Twitch TV /Ragaras. So some updates on our little farm over here. Got a couple of new plants. I finally got the iron one. This is called Faru. This one gives you, well, that wouldn't give me anything, but this one will give you these little small pile of iron dust, and I think it takes like 4 of those to give you a piece of iron or something like that. Not a lot. There's a lot better ways, especially in FTB, to get iron and gold. These, again, I don't remember, Aurelia or something like that. These give you gold nuggets. That, of course, is hops. And then we have this new little plant right here. Give you one guess what this is. Notice all these new plants almost look identical. See, that's a problem. Oh, looks like I got another one right here growing. This is coffee. This is coffee. And I figure we'll make some coffee today. I didn't get anything off that one. There we go. Coffee. Oops. Come on. Why does that coin do that? Coffee, of course, makes coffee. So we're just going to take one of these, and we'll make some coffee, and we'll see what the effects are. I took the blackthorn and put those here. Just a quick, easy way to come and get some ink sacs if I need them. I shouldn't, because I ran the oh, what were they called? Brain cramp. The bees that give ink sacs. So I ran those bees for a few generations. So I should have plenty of ink for Mistcraft pages or dye or whatever I need it for a while. But I do have it in case I need it. But let's go over to the main base, because with this coffee, if you just throw this in your crafting table, you only get one. But if you macerate them, I believe you get more. So we're going to go over and macerate these real quick. Go over to our macerator. Right in there, and we get 3. So now we need to make an item called a stone mug. So let's get about a half stack of that. We might as well tap our keg of beer today too. I don't know how long that's been sitting there, but it's probably a good time. So we'll make a couple of these. We'll make one for coffee, and then we'll make another one for the beer, because you need a stone mug for both of those. And now for the coffee, we're going to need some sugar, which we have. And we're also going to need milk, so we'll go back over to the farm and grab some milk from our cows. After we sleep, get that done. I don't worry about sleeping when I'm at the main base, but over here, creepers have a tendency to just pop out of nowhere. Very annoying little things. And we need some milk. Milk to make the end one. So we'll get a milk. I think we need a water bottle too. Do we need a water bottle? I think we do. Come here, cow. We need some milk. Let's look at coffee real quick. So for the first cold coffee, we do need some sort of water capsule, water bottle. Oh, well, we can use a water bucket, so we'll do that. We'll just come over here. Oh, need another bucket. My misclick adventures continue. So the first step is to make cold coffee. So we'll come over here and we will make some cold coffee. So again, it takes a stone mug, water, and your coffee powder. And that gives you your cold coffee. And the next one is your dark coffee, which we have to smelt that. So what's my quickest smelter? Quickest one is over at the main base. We'll use the IC2 furnace because it's the fastest one we got. So we're going to throw that in there, heat it up. Oh, shoot, I had that on. Okay, so we've got our dark coffee, and then of course the next one for coffee is sugar and milk. And it's kind of weird that they want you to put sugar and milk in it, because most of the time dark coffee is your strong coffee. So, but in this one they want. So that gives you your coffee. Now, this is kind of like a potion. I believe it gives you a buff if you drink it. So let's see what we get when we drink that. What do we get? We get speed and haste. Now, it's hard to tell, of course, since I'm wearing the armor. But I think the more you drink of it, yeah, I'd say that's faster. And I think the more you drink of this, the longer those buffs will last. So just doing one, see, it's already gone, just a couple of seconds. So I think the more that you drink of it, the better off you are. Dog! Sorry about that. Damn, girl. Sorry. She's over there just going crazy. She's not barking or anything. She just, she's bipolar. That concerns me. Okay, now we're going to need to make a tree tap. Why am I moving so slow? Forgot I took my armor off. I'm like, why am I going so slow? You need to make a tree tap, because that is for our keg of beer that we made a couple episodes ago. You need a tree tap to, well, get the first thing it does is it stops the brewing process. So this has been sitting here for I don't know how many real life hours. I don't think it's been 24, but it's been sitting here a while, brewing up. and we put 8 hops, 8 wheat, and I believe 16 water in there. So no telling what we're going to get, but we're just going to where is it? Right click? Oh, no, did I just seriously do that? Did I just break that? No way! Did it not brew last time? You have got to be kidding me. Okay, I know I put it on video. We brewed that up. Yeah, that's great. So that's an empty brew barrel. If y'all haven't seen one before, that's what it looks like. I guess we're not going to worry about that. That's funny. Can't cut that out. Here's our full tank of gas. Just over 8 million milliliters or whatever it's called. Basically 8,000 buckets of fuel. It does kind of run low if you do not run the frames in the machine. Are they running right now? The frames are running right now because this actually had gone down. I let it run for a while once that filled up, and it actually lost about a row and a half when I came and checked on it again. And as soon as you put the frames back in, it fills right back up. So the frames, with just 3 alvearies running this many boilers, and we could probably run more with frames. The frames are overkill for this, so we could probably, I mean, you can see it's way overkill for this, so I mean, could probably run, less bees with frames, or we'll have to run more bees without frames. So that may be some testing that we want to do, just to get that equilibrium kind of going, because our options are either put more bees in, add another alveary or 2 here with bees, which is no problem. I mean, it's easy enough to replicate these, or come up with a way to automatically produce frames. Now, seed oil isn't really an issue. I've had the melon farm turned back on for a while now, and it's producing melons. And if we look at seed oil, if you want to produce seed oil, you can kind of see, you can just go over here and see what makes it, and we see that it's the seed drop, and this comes from bees. I think it's the bee above the energetic bees. It's in the redstone line of bees, gives you a seed drop. Or no, that's not right. It's the farm, or the ones that give you wheat, the wheat bees. I think the end one of that. But then we can kind of get into the crops, and we see cherries don't give us squat. These are walnuts, which I have, and they give 0.20. That's pretty good. It's not the highest. And then we've got chestnut, I believe, is the highest. It's 0.24. So basically, about a quarter of a bucket per walnut. And then seeds, which give even less than cherries. It takes a lot of seeds to get oil. A lot of seeds. And then we get into pumpkin and melons, and they both don't give very much either, but they're easy to produce. Are they giving the same? Yeah, so they're giving the same thing as, so really, walnuts and chestnuts are your 2 best options for seed oil. But of course, watermelons are a very quick way to get seeds. If you have a melon farm like this, what I did is I added 2 of the lily pads of fertility from the Reliquary mod, and they grow pretty quick. You see, I got a bunch up in there, and the seeds are all being pulled out and being squeezed right now. And I have this little setup to pull the watermelon out comes in here and it's made into seeds, and of course then it's placed back up into here. We also have the walnuts going. Once this gets up a little bit higher, we'll start squeezing those back down into seed oil. And we do actually have a pretty good sized tank down here of seed oil. It's below the barn here. It's a 9 million tank, and it's about halfway full. So this has actually been running, longer than, a few episodes. I just had a feeling I was going to need some seed oil eventually, and had all this stuff building up. So I just started squeezing it, and it's all pulled down with a router, and it's all pulled out of the system up above. It knows which one to pull. Right now it's doing watermelon seeds. So we got plenty of those and can make more. And watermelon comes up pretty quick. Pretty darn quick. So that's where we're on that. So that's our options down there in the power room. Is either one, we add more bees, or two, we've got to come up with a way to automatically make frames. Now for that, I probably have to add or remake the tree farm out here for the wood. And if I do that, I will probably use the Steve's Cart tree farm again, just so I don't have to mess with the fertilizer that you have to mess with these tree farms, because I don't have this set up. It uses it in this kind of mode right here where it's a manual mode. It uses it very, very slowly, so it's just didn't seem like worth the hassle of automating the production and putting it into the machines. So I just check it every once in a while when I'm close, and it's been usually every couple of days for fertilizer for that one. Now I want to go over and to the new area. I did end up having to chunk load this, and the reason being is the turtle mining. I've got it set up where when they mine, they drop everything into a ender chest, and then of course it gets put into the system. Now the downside of that is none of this was chunk loaded, but the turtles are. So if they are moving around down there and I'm not up here, nothing gets moved. And these chests are pretty small. They're size of like just a small wooden chest. If I'm not here, the things just pile up and then they'll spill out on the ground, or the turtle will hold on to them because it didn't drop it, and it'll just slow him down in doing his job. So I did end up chunk loading this area right here. Now a problem that I'm foreseeing with turtles is I've been trying to figure out a way to filter from here. I think what would have to happen is we would have to put this, say, somewhere over here, put and it's going to seriously slow it down, how quickly that it empties out. But put the ender chest here and have it pump into another chest, and then have it, I think a emerald filter will exclude items, or maybe that was the advanced pipes. I'll have to look at that. But the old advanced pipes, you had an advanced insertion pipe. No, not advanced. Advanced wooden pipe, and you could tell it to either, these are the items I want to pull out, or exclude these items. So that means they would not get pulled out of the chest. Or we would, and a filter wouldn't work either, because a filter that tells it what's going to pull out. I've steadily added some more stickweed in here, so we've got pretty good rubber or resin production, because this stuff comes back very quickly. Definitely grows back quicker than the rubber trees do, and you don't need the if you double right click on these things, you're going to get the reeds too, not just the resin. Didn't mean to double click that one back there. And you don't need the tree tap to do these either, so that's why these are pretty neat. So that's real quick, and those will grow back very, very quickly. Now, kind of a downside to the turtle mining. This is why I think I'm going to end up just going to a quarry for over here. For the simple fact that if, for whatever reason, you leave the game, a crash, or it's just you got to go, and for whatever reason the game shuts off. And this is for chunk loading turtles. Now, for normal turtles, if they're not the chunk loaded variety, if whatever reason that chunk gets unloaded, this will also happen. See here, I used the excavate command over this, and we mined all that out. And this happened. I started this, and it started running, and I completely forgot that it was running. And I logged off and went and did something else. And I came back, and of course it's, it's just like right here. I was like, oh man. And that's not an issue you have with a quarry, because the quarry, once you log back on, the quarry starts again. Unfortunately, the turtles don't do that. The turtles do not remember what they were running or where they were, so you can't just log back on and they start right back up there. Now, I'm sure if you're not against using somebody else's program, apparently there's a way for them to write to a file and save all that information. I don't know how to do that. I'm still trying to get it to just do the excavate kind of thing that I was talking about in a previous video. I'm not having much luck with that, but that's the downside of this, and that's what I want to get away from. So I am probably not going to use these. Now, what I found in the over in the farm area, if you see all those giant quarries over there that I quarried out, the quarry, when you place it, let's say I place it right here, it is going to, I think it's 4 high, 3 or 4 high, wherever you place your markers. Let's say if I place them here and I place it down there, and then another one down at the end to mark my area out that I want to mine. Let's just say this is our quarry box. The first thing it's going to do is it's going to build its frame, which means it has to hollow out all this right here. Now the downside to that is you don't get any of this. It loses all this. So everything that is in that, let's say 64 by 64 by 4, whatever, 64 by 4 by 64, however you want to go, you're going to lose everything in there because it just doesn't suck it up. It just deletes it, gets rid of it, which kind of blows. I don't know why it doesn't pick all that stuff up. I want to say it used to, but it doesn't now. I know for a fact from the farm area that you will lose everything in that area that gets marked out when you place that quarry until you see the drill come down. Everything else will get deleted. So either you have to clear that area out yourself or start at the top. So I think we're going to just make a quarry and maybe make a quarrying world, because that'll also prevent this right here. It looks like a mob farm down there. Boy, there are a couple of spiders. I see 2 or 3 creepers, a couple of skeletons. It's a monster fest. But so yeah, I think that's what we'll go to is definitely quarries. This is just, one, it's very, very slow. 2, it restricts you to you have to be there. You kind of have to be here. The game has to be on, and it's not always possible for us you, me, to have the game on. There may be something else that you have to do. Um, you just don't want that running in the background. And for those of you that play at work, you definitely don't you want to have the ability to shut it off if the boss comes in. Okay, get me out. Get me out. There we go. So that's definitely some stuff. I think what we're gonna do over here is we're at that stage now where we can definitely quarry. So what I'll probably go over is beginning Mistcraft. Now we definitely have our a way already to get pages. We have our little villager system, so I will probably highlight that by building another one closer to this location. And we'll go over getting Mistcraft pages, and we'll try to get enough to just to get started, because we'll definitely need a couple of things. And we're also going to need ways of trading with them. So what we'll probably want first is maybe some mob spawners, so we can get some soul shards. Or soul shards. We probably need like cows, and because we definitely need like the cows and the pigs and the chickens. Those are really good to trade with. And probably want to get a reed farm going. So there's some things we need to do over here to get, if this is where we were starting at, and we would definitely need to get those things going so we can progress. Definitely would need that to get that going. Okay, well, we're going to definitely cut this one a little short today. Again, I apologize for not being able to stream this weekend. I did say I was going to do that in the last. Well, I didn't promise, but I did say I was going to try, and I did. I just could not get that working. I will continue to work with Ultimate Pack, and if I can't seem to get that working this week, I will still. I'm still going to try to stream again this next coming weekend. Time permit, and if nothing else, we'll just stream on this one. Of course, it'll be a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that I don't show on the videos here when I actually make the things, just because I think it's tedious and boring. But well, I don't think it's tedious and boring. I wouldn't want to watch it if I was making a video. So all right. Well, I appreciate everybody coming by. I do apologize about no stream. We'll get to work on that. And if you have any comments, don't forget to leave them. I do try to check those and answer all the ones that are questions or something that needs a response. And don't forget to leave me a like. That certainly helps me out. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Until next time, I will see y'all later.